Thanks for your company. Time now to let you know what's happening in the world of technology. Kobe Spike and Kruma is here. Kobe,
Hi.
Facebook again, but this time in a good way.
Yeah.
Facebook is trying to, or has shut down actually, an Israeli firm that's believed to be influencing politics right here in our sub-region, West Africa. Tell us more about that.
So basically, it's a Cambridge Analytica kind of thing again, starting all over, but they managed to nip it in the bud. So basically, what's the company is called Archimedes Group. Now, what they do is they created pages, fake pages, and they're posting the kind of content that would influence users who use social media to get them to basically tilt in a certain way. And I mean, this is a company that is touting themselves as a social media, digital marketing agency that helps win elections. That's their target, the tagline actually, winning elections. I mean, how? How do you win elections for people? But
Maybe they're going to help you with a campaign strategy or something.
Yeah,
but did Facebook explain why they shut down the firm?
Well, they are fake pages. So imagine I create fake news pages and I start to post the kind of content that sort of promotes and causes you to not trust the opponents or one party or the other. That's basically what they were doing. So it's not true content that you'll be putting out there. It's fake news, basically.
And that's not fair.
That's not fair.
Okay, so it's a bit on a
because if people don't
fair
know
game, fair play thing.
Fair play thing, yeah.
All right. So do we know if this firm has been able to successfully help anybody
no, we don't
win
know
elections?
That yet.
Okay.
We don't know that yet. But it's possible that they could have or they would have been able to, but we don't know that. We're waiting if Facebook releases a report on what they discovered.
Okay.
Then we would know.
All right. Let's move on now. And this one will just interest you, those who are geeks, and especially because many people are trying to convince geeks that, you know, the more complicated we become technologically, the more we affect nature. Well, for geeks like Spiky, I just want to know how you appreciate this concern by meteorologists that, look, 5G network could actually affect our weather forecasts.
So yes, it's a concern that's been raised because of the bands in which they operate. You know, weather forecasting is not some magic that someone throws a couple of stones and sticks and they can tell whether it's going to rain or not, or communicating with the gods. You know, it's technology. So they look at, you know, water pressure, vapor, atmospheric, you know, stuff, and they use that to determine. And all these things are measured using waves and bands and frequencies and all these things. I mean, I could go on, but long and short of it all is that they're conflicting because they're in the 5G bands are very close to the bands with which they used to do the weather forecasting. And because of this, there's been a bit of concern that it's affecting, or it could affect to a certain degree, weather forecasting. And this would be problematic, considering that, let's say, okay, there's a hurricane pending, and then or a storm, and then we're unable to tell, and we're unable to warn people, loss of lives. So yeah.
Will we get to a point where people would have to choose between advancing in technology and, you know, just allowing us to probably stay as we are, or develop technology that may not affect our, you know, natural setup?
Well, it's good that they've discovered, and that's how tech works. You know, you discover something, you find out it's interfering with something, you definitely find a fix, and then you find a way around it. So far, I haven't seen technology that's come that has impacted us in a negative way that hasn't been fixed. Everything is fixable when it comes to technology.
Are you very sure about that?
100% sure.
Even robots taking over our jobs?
Well, that is a good thing. Efficiency. I prefer efficiency over just brawn and hard labor. Yeah.
And so how do the people survive? Because then if you live in a world like ours...
Someone has to program the robots.
Yeah, but we all can't be programmers.
Well, somebody can be polishing them.
Thank you very much, Kobe, for tech news. But what we know today is Facebook has shut down a firm or a firm's influence in politics in West Africa, or a firm that's planning to influence West African politics. And also, what we just shared with you, meteorologists saying that 5G networks could actually affect their ability to forecast the weather. But coming up shortly in sports, Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola is on the verge of becoming the first manager to win the English domestic treble. You want to know what that is? Do stay.